Most people picture bamboo clothing as something woven directly from bamboo strips, like a mat you could sleep on. That's not remotely how it's made. Bamboo ranks among the toughest plants on the planet, sturdy enough for buildings, furniture, even scaffolding. So how does a plant that feels almost like timber turn into one of the softest fabrics you could wear? Today, we're going inside the full manufacturing chain to see exactly how raw bamboo becomes soft, breathable clothing. From cutting down towering bamboo stalks to pulling out fibers, spinning yarn, weaving cloth, dyeing, sewing, and final quality checks, we're following the whole journey. By the end, you'll never glance at a bamboo clothing tag the same way again. Let's get into it. It begins out in the bamboo groves. And the first thing to understand is that bamboo is one of the most extraordinary raw materials nature offers. Few plants grow faster. Certain species can shoot up almost a full meter in a single day under ideal conditions. There's no need to replant after cutting it down, since the root system survives and sends up fresh shoots on its own. The variety most used for textiles is moso bamboo, a large species that reaches full growth in just 3 to 5 years, versus decades for typical hardwood trees. At harvest time, workers cut the stalks near ground level, load them onto trucks, and ship them to the processing plant, where the shift from stiff plant to soft fiber truly begins. Here's something that surprises most people. The bamboo stalks arriving at the factory bear no resemblance to what eventually leaves it. Few transformations in textile manufacturing are as dramatic as the leap from raw bamboo to finished fabric. At the plant, the stalks go through the opening stage, breaking down the plant's physical structure entirely. Workers strip away the tough outer layer, then machines crush the stalks into a pulpy mass. This crushing dismantles the rigid cell structure and frees up the cellulose fibers buried inside. Cellulose is the same core material found in cotton and linen, the raw ingredient behind most plant-based fabrics. Pulling that cellulose out of bamboo and turning it into something spinnable is the central challenge of the whole process, and manufacturers tackle it in 2 very different ways. The first approach is mechanical processing, the cleaner of the 2 environmentally. Crushed bamboo pulp gets run repeatedly through rollers and combing equipment that physically separate the fibers with no chemicals involved. Sometimes natural enzymes are added to help loosen and split the cellulose strands further. What comes out is raw bamboo fiber, rougher than the chemically produced version, closer in texture to linen, but fully natural and biodegradable from beginning to end. It's used less often in large-scale production because it's slower, more labor-heavy, and yields fiber with more natural inconsistency. The second and much more widely used approach is chemical processing, which turns bamboo cellulose into what's officially called bamboo viscose or bamboo rayon. Crushed bamboo pulp gets dissolved in a chemical bath until the cellulose fully breaks down into a thick liquid. That liquid is filtered to strip out impurities, then pushed through tiny precision holes called spinnerets into an acid bath, where it hardens back into thin fiber strands on contact. These strands become the raw material for the soft, silky bamboo fabric found in finished clothes. Chemical processing delivers a softer, more uniform, more market-friendly fiber than the mechanical route, but it relies on chemical inputs that carry environmental risk if handled poorly. Responsible manufacturers run closed-loop systems that capture and reuse those chemicals instead of discharging them, cutting the process's environmental impact considerably. That's exactly why the brand behind your bamboo clothing and how open they are about their production methods actually matters. The freshly formed fibers then go through washing and drying to strip out leftover chemical traces and get the fiber ready for spinning. At this stage, the clean, dried fiber looks a lot like cotton, a fluffy mass of fine, slightly glossy strands. It passes through carding machines that line every fiber up in one direction and clear out short fragments or leftover debris. The aligned fiber then feeds into drawing frames, which refine its consistency further and gradually thin the fiber bundle down to precisely the right weight and evenness for spinning. Spinning is the point where loose fiber becomes true yarn. Prepared bamboo fiber enters spinning machines that twist strands together under controlled tension, locking them into one continuous thread. That twist is what gives the yarn its strength. Without it, the fibers would simply come apart under strain. Spinning settings, twist tightness, machine speed, final thread thickness are all tuned to match whatever fabric is being made. Finer yarn creates lighter, softer, more delicate cloth. Heavier yarn creates something more structured and durable. Bamboo spins into an especially fine, smooth yarn, which is exactly why finished bamboo garments feel so silky the moment you touch them. This is also the stage where bamboo really pulls ahead of other fibers. Matching the fineness bamboo yarn achieves is genuinely hard to do with cotton at a comparable price.
Once spun, the yarn moves on to fabric formation, either by weaving or knitting, depending on what's being made. Woven bamboo fabric comes off looms, where lengthwise warp yarns and crosswise weft yarns cross at right angles to form a stable, structured cloth. The chosen weave pattern shapes the fabric's texture, weight, and drape. A plain weave gives a crisp, structured feel, while a satin weave produces something noticeably more fluid and luxurious. Knitted bamboo fabric comes from circular or flat knitting machines that loop yarn together, building in natural stretch and recovery, ideal for activewear, underwear, or anything that needs to move with the body. Woven and knitted bamboo fabric alike share the same signature traits: remarkable softness, natural temperature balancing that cools you in summer and warms you in winter, strong moisture-wicking performance, and a faint natural shine that sets bamboo apart from cotton the moment you compare them side by side.
Once off the loom or knitting machine, raw fabric moves through a round of finishing steps to prep it for the cutting room. Scouring clears away surface impurities left from production. Bleaching brings the fabric to a clean, even base, ready for dye. Dyeing comes next. Bamboo fiber takes dye unusually well, giving rich, even color that holds up to repeated washing better than many other natural fibers. After dyeing, softening agents or performance treatments get applied based on end use, and the fabric is dried, rolled up, and inspected closely under bright lighting for surface flaws, uneven color, or weaving defects that could hurt the finished garment. Fabric that clears inspection heads to the cutting room, where computerized systems cut pattern pieces for each garment, arranging them to waste as little fabric as possible. Cut pieces then reach the sewing lines, where skilled workers assemble complete garments, joining panels, attaching sleeves, sewing on waistbands, finishing hems and necklines. Quality checks run continuously throughout sewing, with supervisors monitoring stitch quality and construction along the way. Finished pieces go through one last inspection, checking fit, construction, color match, and correct labeling before being pressed, folded, tagged, and packed for shipment to stores worldwide. From a bamboo stalk in the field to a finished garment on a shelf, the journey covers harvesting, fiber extraction, spinning, fabric making, dyeing, cutting, and sewing. Every step turns one of the world's fastest growing plants into a soft, comfortable fabric worn around the globe. So next time you spot bamboo on a clothing tag, you'll know exactly what it took to get there. If you enjoyed this factory tour, hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes manufacturing videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.